It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fournette. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, people doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job. Good job.
After review the play,
so that challenge, a successful one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
from the 16. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Nifty move, and they can't bring him down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The BUCS offense set to begin their next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. That's out to the flat for Ingram. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Jameis now on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Draw play. Ingram now. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Winston now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. On play action, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, baby.
After review the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Handoff, Fournette running left. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Brady. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7, or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So out come the Bucs now. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for the quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They come up first and 10 at the 16. On play action, now Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Let's get him. Come on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Oh, nice move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Winston now from the 50. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A 1st down throw for Winston. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. letting one go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. To throw is Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Brady now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
You ready? You ready?
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Bernard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Second and 8 coming up.
Throwing now is Brady.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Again, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. Touchdown! Giovanni Bernard from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they're going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Second and 14.
Jameis to throw it.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Single. Check 82.
Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Keep playing hard.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Jameis now on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Winston. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the check down, it's Ingram.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the BUCS. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Callaway, the return man.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Winston. He sets to fire deep. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And he finds Gronk. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final readout, by the way, on the next-gen stats, I mean, goodness, he hit a top speed of 22.2 miles per hour. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. And Succop will put this one right through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action now, Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the BUCS set to take over.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady.
And this is caught by Evans.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We got 6.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the BUCS D leads to a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
The Saints again ready to go on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9.
45. Let's go, D. 45.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Come on, boy.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A draw play. Bernard. And they see right through that defensively.
as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Ooh, the juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Ready? White 25. Championship, man. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go.
Now Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Winston. Flush, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Brady. Throw here's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 45.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Winston now.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Levante David in on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Second and 2. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no 1st down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Brady going to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Play action. Now it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Suck up for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucks. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Callaway, the return man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go. Let's go. Nothing here.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Winston now from the 50. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Lutz's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 34-31, 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now
open. Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Succop now for the Tampa Bay field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. A great come-from-behind victory this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.